Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I'm your host, Mark Francis. Prince William will travel to Rome this weekend to attend the funeral of Pope Francis, Kensington Palace has announced. Representing His Majesty the King, Prince William will join a host of global dignitaries at the Vatican. The service will be held at St. Peter's Basilica on Saturday. This will be Prince William's latest appearance on the international stage following his meeting with President Trump in France last year. His father, then Prince of Wales, attended the funeral of Pope John Paul II in 2005, a moment that famously delayed his own wedding by a day. While William is off standing in for his father, Prince Harry will make his way to Beverly Hills for the 22nd Annual Living Legends of Aviation Awards. The ceremony, to be held Friday evening at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, will see the Prince join a host of celebrities, astronauts, pilots, and aviation pioneers, all gathered to celebrate achievements in the skies. The awards will be hosted by actor and aviation ambassador John Travolta. Harry was inducted as a living legend of aviation last year. This year's recipients include NASA astronaut Christopher Cassidy, who logged 3 spaceflights and 10 spacewalks, and Robert Hoot Gibson, a Navy fighter pilot turned astronaut and air race pilot. Also to be honoured is Tom Costello, NBC's lead aviation correspondent. The event will also debut a new honour, the Dr. Buzz Aldrin Space Advancement Award, presented to the Polaris Dawn crew for their private spacewalk and orbital research. Last year's ceremony saw Prince Harry deliver a heartfelt speech that touched on both aviation and family legacy. In a nod to Travolta's famed dance with Princess Diana at the White House in 1985, the Duke quipped, "I was just a 1-year-old when you danced with my mum at the White House, and now look at us. The only thing left to do is not dance together, but fly together." Harry, who served in the British Army for a decade, completed 2 tours of Afghanistan as an Apache helicopter pilot and flew training missions in the UK, US and Australia. His previous appearance at the awards was met with some criticism, with commentators questioning whether his credentials merited inclusion among aviation's finest. But his military service and dedication to veterans have earned him admiration in other quarters. Royal commentator Tina Brown told the Mixed Signals podcast that Meghan's problem is just that she is so ADD. She just never stops making announcements and never really follows through. It's like, I'm going to do a cooking show. Now I'm going to be a podcaster. And hello, I've got a beauty line. She's weirdly panic-stricken in her business model. Maybe she's just so devoid of self-confidence that she's always trying to be a sort of instant Beyonce or instant Michelle Obama without the background that has built those people. You know, those very, very strong structures on which they stand. If she'd simply succeeded at one thing and then done another thing, she'd be in a much, much better place. But she's enormously shallow in her approach to the work she does. What I hear from everyone is that she's unadvisable. Brown said she's had a lot of good people willing to give advice to her, and then she doesn't do it and does something else. She's worn out her advisory circle. Unfortunately, she is the major advisor to Harry. She doesn't take advice, and he only takes hers. It's not a very good combination, really, for either of them. Brown's comments come on the heels of her scathing review of With Love, Meghan, which she claimed shows Meghan's unerring instinct for getting it wrong. The show, she said, could only have worked if it were a candid admission of what a flaming flop the last 5 years have been. In perhaps the most pointed remark, Brown questioned the hurried launch of Meghan's lifestyle brand. Who announces a new lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, and hounds celebrity friends to talk up her strawberry jam on social media without doing due diligence on the availability of the trademark? More Palace in just a moment. As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. Please check out our new podcast, White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope, guiding you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading through the dramatic conclave vote, learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, like this one, and it's made by the people behind this podcast, and we love your support. White Smoke, the path to a new pope. Princess Isabella of Denmark has marked her 18th birthday with a gesture both traditional and strikingly modern, an official portrait, tiara in place, smartphone in hand. The Danish royal household released the image to celebrate the milestone, prompting a flurry of admiration and conversation across social media. Taken by Steen Evold, the family's longtime photographer, the portrait was captured in the Knights' Hall of Frederick VIII's palace at Amalienborg. In it, the princess is resplendent in an orange gown and a golden tiara, smiling confidently at the camera while holding her mobile phone. The portrait's departure from royal tradition, namely the inclusion of a smartphone, has drawn praise and criticism. Hello magazine dubbed her the ultimate modern princess, and social media users were quick to celebrate what many saw as a welcome blend of royal and relatability. The image was released alongside a suite of formal portraits, though it was this informal snapshot that captured the public's attention. In a caption shared online, Princess Isabella wrote, "Thank you so much to everyone who helped me celebrate my 18th birthday. It has been really nice that so many people have spent their time, thought and effort to make my day so special. This means a lot to me." In a development that is both diplomatically delicate and, according to one insider, perfectly palatable, US President Donald Trump has once again linked himself to the British royal family, this time by way of trade diplomacy. Vice President J.D. Vance recently suggested, "The president really loves the United Kingdom. He loved the Queen. He admires and loves the King." He added that Mr. Trump has a number of important business relationships in Britain and a real cultural affinity for the UK. The remarks, while notable, are not expected to cause a stir at Buckingham Palace. Grant Harold, who once served as butler to the now King Charles, told Spin Genie, "So Trump has often said that he's got a great relationship with the royal family. The royals' PR team are not going to mind that at all. They will not mind a president of the United States of America saying that he's got a great relationship with the royal family. If anything, it's perfect PR. You would certainly never have the king turning around and saying, 'Oh yes, me and Mr. Trump are great friends.' He's just too diplomatic for that." Trump has confirmed that he will return to the UK in September following an invitation from Charles, a visit which, if it proceeds as described, will mark an unprecedented second state occasion for a former or sitting American president. Speaking from the Oval Office, Trump said, "I think we're setting a date for September," he said, adding that it was a great honor to receive the invitation. "I was invited by the king and the great country. They are going to do a second fest. That's what it is. It's beautiful. It's the second time it has happened to one person. The reason is we have two separate terms, and it's an honor to be a friend of King Charles and the family, William." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. We appreciate those 5-star reviews. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.